Hello, right, it's still VLCD day 15. I forgot to say, I watched this program and some of you, and I can't remember who it was, mentioned it before, well, that type of program before. It's called Horizon, and back then it was about two twin doctors, one in the US, one in the UK. One followed a high sugar diet, just very high carb. The other one followed a high fat. And at the end of it, the guy that followed the high fat actually was more likely to have diabetes. He was very close, borderline diabetic, but had lost more fat. And the sugar guy his insulin was absolutely fine considering all he was eating is sugar. And he actually put on, I think, 2 pounds or something like that. But what they were saying is high fat better than high carb? And the jury's still out because you lose more fat, but then there's more damage on your health because of diabetes and everything. But there was this other program on, and it was on a couple of days ago, and I'll put the link below. It's on the first episode's on YouTube. I can't find the second one yet, but as soon as I find it, I'll let you know. And that was about what sort of diet should you follow, and there's like 3 categories, and it was about, there's the feasters who just can't get enough food. And hold on one sec, I'll be right back. My omelet's going in the oven, in the grill. So there's the feasters, and they just can't get full. So when they're eating a meal, they struggle to get full, because what happens is there's a bacteria or hormone in your stomach that goes up to your brain to tell you that you're getting full. And on those people, that hormone is actually weaker, and they did these tests on this hormone. So there was this group of feasters. Then there was these emotional eaters, and they're the ones, what's it called? Cortisol. Is it cortisol? Cortisol. Something like that. Hormone that triggers, obviously, when you're stressed. Obviously, it stops you burning fat, and therefore makes you want to eat more, and they're the emotional eaters. And then you've got this third category, which are these constant cravers. And again, that's another similar one to do with your hormone. Again, again, something to do with your saliva and your hormone and the way you metabolize the food. So they put these 3 groups on these. They gave them certain diets. So the feasters were told to eat lots of high protein and low GI foods. So basically, it's all the high protein and things like, your pastas, your whole grains, the things that last longer, that make you feel fuller. Then there was this middle group. I keep like I'm waffling. There's this middle group, the emotional eaters, and they were, I can't remember what they were told to do. I think they just had to have a calorie controlled diet, like 1200 calories. They just have to stick to the calorie diet and try and eat within that, and then try and find something else to deal with their emotions. And then you had the constant cravers that had to do the 5-2. I don't know if you've ever heard of the 5-2. It's the fast diet. So for 2 days a week, you eat anywhere between 500 and 800 calories, and then the other 2 days you eat normally. And I actually thought it was really good, because when I sat down and watched it, I'm like, I'm a feaster. That's exactly what I am. And then when they got to the emotional bit, emotional eater, I'm like, I do that too. I'm an emotional eater. And then they got to this constant craver, and again I was one of those. I was like all 3. But then online, there's this test you can take to see. It's just a quick, and it is very, obviously, because it's a test. They're not doing any of the blood tests or any of the saliva tests or anything like that. But there is these tests that you can take at the end of, at the end of the show. I think it's under BBC Horizon. What diet are you, or something like that. I'll try and put the link below. And then when I took this test, it was literally, apparently I'm a feaster. I tend to feast more, and do you know what, that's probably about right, because I never tend to feel full. I always struggle. So I wonder if this is something in my gut that's not registering to my brain, as well as the other 2 things as well. I think I'm the whole shebang. I just thought I'd share, but what I'll do is I'll link that video below, but it's definitely worth watching. It's about an hour long, and then there's a second episode to see how they did, and a lot of them did quite well, to be honest, but I'll try and find that other video on YouTube. It only aired on was it Monday or Tuesday? It only aired Monday, Tuesday. So the first episode was last week and I didn't know about it. A friend of mine put it on Facebook that she was watching it on Monday or Tuesday, and I'm like, ooh, something that I'd like to watch, because I like all that nutrition stuff. You know, I'm one of those that loves watching Biggest Loser, because it's just their transformation and what they do and how they do it. It's all, I love it all. I love all that sciencey stuff. That's it. Right, bye.